Hey folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Historical date, January 23rd, 1984 was the day that Hulk Hogan dropped that mighty leg drop on the Iron Sheik, pinned him for the WWF title, the World Wrestling Federation title. And not just if you're a pro wrestling fan, if you're a fan of pop culture or just the world, this influenced you in one way or another, because Hulk Hogan's victory over the Sheik, about a year and change later, led to the first WrestleMania in some ways, many ways. A lot of things happened. People are excited about this. People are honking because they know that the Hulk Hogan victory over the Iron Sheik was a pop culture moment. Where was I? Well, like many of us, I wasn't even born yet, but I remember my uncle telling me that he was a young man and that the nightly news with George Michael actually carried this event. Clips of the match. Match is only about 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Most of you, if you haven't seen this match, and I know some folks are, when they hear Hulk Hogan, they cringe. And look, I'm not going to criticize anyone who's heard the Hulk Hogan audio tape or the videotape of him saying slanderous, horrible things. Yes, that happened, and perhaps you'll never forgive Hulk Hogan for the things that he said. And I've done other videos about this, although The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, has apparently forgiven the Hulkster, and other folks have forgiven the Hulk. Vince McMahon and the WWE did, apparently, when they brought him back in for the Saudi Arabian show, when I guess he was requested by the Saudi Arabian government. But that all being said, no matter what you think of the Hulk on a personal level, I've never met the gentleman. You have to say that Hulk Hogan, and that, I guess it was from January of '84 until February of '88, basically 4 years plus 3 weeks, or 2 weeks at least, until he was defeated by Andre the Giant. For slightly over 4 years, he was the WWF champion and went through many big matches. Hulk Hogan had matches with Jesse Ventura, Big John Studd, Roddy Piper, Paul Orndorff. I believe he defended against Adrian Adonis. Bundy at WrestleMania 2, Don Morocco several times, Nikolai Volkov on Saturday Night's Main Event, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. on several times. So you can go through this, and for those that were there, you really did have Hulk Hogan representing one style of wrestling, and Ric Flair representing the National Wrestling Alliance. Totally different animals. We won't go into that, but basically, this is a special day. Now, once again, if you're not a Hulk Hogan enthusiast, I can understand your plight. Hulk has asked, I believe he's asked for forgiveness, and either you accept it or you don't. I can't make up your mind for you. And do I blame you if you hold a grudge against Hogan? Not really. It's your life. You can do what you want. And if I was African American, maybe I'd be upset with Hulk. I think maybe the reason why Hogan's vicious tirade hurt so many people's feelings, by the way, is because people really did want to believe in Hulk Hogan. People really, African American people, they want to be a part of Hulkamania too. Who wouldn't? So you hear these slanderous, offensive comments coming from Hogan's mouth. It kind of ruined that, like Santa Claus is a racist or something. So I feel you. I feel your pain. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Like I said, you forgive him or you don't. I mean, Undertaker just alienated, Mark Callis just alienated a whole generation of video game playing people with his comments. And by the way, did you hear that Undertaker said, when, I liked it when men were men, which is my fucking line, when men were men. Giving credit to Evan Ginsberg because he put the wrestling poster up there of Hulk Hogan and the Iron Sheik. And this is what spurred, this catalysted this little rant. My uncle Mike went to a match, Hulk Hogan defending the title against the Iron Sheik at the Capitol Center, and what he told me was that George Michael, that same local sportscaster in the DC area, was actually the ring announcer for that rematch. And that's back in the days when they had the match like 5th on the card right before intermission, so that Michael could play the clips of that rematch at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland, to the home viewing audience. So that's exciting, and I'm assuming that Hogan won the rematch as well. I know he did, with another big leg drop. So there you go. Actually, I think he won a DQ decision over the Sheik. There you go, folks. It's Mike Messier with your walk down wrestling nostalgia lane. Many nice videos here on the Mike Messier YouTube channel, Pro Wrestling Memories, and so on and so forth. Wrestling rants, also non-wrestling related items, the Suicide Girls, burlesque, and Mike Messier original films, Messier Mantra, Messier Peace Theater, which I keep telling you is underappreciated, like most things me. So there you go, folks. Hulk Hogan pinned Iron Sheik today, January 23rd, 1984. What's your thoughts on Hulk Hogan? Do you forgive him? Do you don't care? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, folks? What are your thoughts on Hogan Sheik back in '84? Mike Messier.